MMA Fighting presents Timeline. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 2. January 1st, 2011. UFC 125 Resolution. Las Vegas, Nevada. The 8-1 WEC veteran, Dustin the Diamond Poirier, makes his UFC debut against top-ranked featherweight title contender Josh Crispy. In what was at the time a stunning upset, Poirier defeats Crispy by unanimous decision. Poirier would follow up this victory with another decision victory over Jason Young at UFC 131, Carwin versus Dos Santos.
Was the weight cut, though, easier this time than in your debut against Crispy?
Actually, I think it was a little bit harder, yeah.
Why?
I'm not sure, I've dieted for 4 months hard straight. I've been training my butt off for a long time for this fight. Maybe I put on some muscle, I started a kind of a little bit new strength and conditioning program. I'm not sure, I got here at the exact same weight as I did my last fight. But, the pounds just seemed like they were a little bit tougher to come off.
Why did you feel the need to drop weight?
Both sides, McGregor with a knee injury and Holloway with a foot injury. McGregor wins a unanimous decision.
You've been the story all week here in Boston. Did you notice that you got a main event type of walkout? They followed you from the locker room with the lights down and everything. Did you notice that?
Yeah, they said, because Max was a little bit ahead of me, and then the guy came up, no, Conor, you're going to walk back here. And I said, yeah, like champions. So I knew, what I mean? I feel like a champion now. Honestly, man, put me in with anyone on the world, and I'm dangerous for them all. I'm just looking for my time to prove it, and it will come.
Final question. We have a lot of Irish fans, a lot of them waiting for this interview. Our first in person together.
Yeah,
anything?
It's nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure.
I like the check with the blazer. I like that look. You're going to see my one now, hopefully, if I get the shout at the press conference. You're going to see a real three-piece, You're going to see style, so tune in and take notes. The support out there was unbelievable. It was green walking out there. The place was green. There was green flags, fucking leprechauns floating around. It was unbelievable, you know what I mean? It was brilliant.
August 31st, 2013. UFC 164, Henderson versus Pettis 2, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Poirier returns to action against Eric Koch. Poirier wins by unanimous decision. December 28th, 2013. UFC 168, Weidman versus Silva 2, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dustin Poirier is matched up against Ultimate Fighter winner Diego Brandao. Poirier defeats Brandao by TKO late in the first round. The Diamond follows up that victory by defeating Akira Corassani by second round knockout. July 19th, 2014. UFC Fight Night 46, McGregor versus Brandao, Dublin, Ireland. After nearly a year out of the cage recovering from the knee injury suffered in the Holloway match, McGregor returns as the main event in his hometown of Dublin, Ireland. He faces the Ultimate Fighter Season 14 winner, Diego Brandao.
One thing I do know is that I have a clear vision that gold belt is around my waist by the end of this year.
By the end of 2014?
End of 2014, and I don't know why. It's clear as day that belt is wrapped around my waist. And these visions that I've been having, like I spoke at the start of the interview, these seem to be coming true. I seem to have a habit of predicting the future, so I will never go against that. I will embrace it and encourage it.
What other visions can you share with us? I mean, do you see the 155-pound title? Do you see anything else you can tell us?
100%. I see it all, Ariel, my friend. I see it all. Honestly, I'm coming for the gold. I'm coming for all of it. I'm taking over the game. You just sit back and relax and watch me take over the game.
Considering you haven't fought in 11 months, are you almost anxious to get back in there? How would you describe your emotions just a couple days away?
Honestly, I am calm, composed, prepared. I have never felt better. Like I said, I feel different. People are saying all this pressure. I want this illusion of pressure because I don't feel jack shit, Ariel. Yeah? I want more of it. So when I go out there and beat this guy and make it look easy, which I will do, how did that guy do that? I tell you what, let's skip the queue with this guy, and that's what it will happen.
These things don't happen often. People say things people dream, but it's very rare for it to all come to fruition.
It is pretty trippy, all right. I mean, like, to think that I said this to you before I'd even had my debut, that I was going to drag them back, and now here we are. Before the time that was set, the estimated time, now we're back here. It's crazy how dreams just form into reality. But now, like, and then when I start getting that focus and realize, no, fuck, I'm gonna make this happen. And then now that has happened, I'm making it happen. I have a great relationship with my dad. Like, we talk all the time. And I even see energy in him. And I see energy in my mom. Like, it's depressing times for a lot of people in Ireland. There's a lot of bad stuff going on in the country. A lot of people are struggling. Everybody's struggling. But now, since them seeing me chase this dream, it's given them an energy, and I see a new lease of life in them. And that alone spurs me on even more. So it's all just a perfect storm that is happening for me. And that is why I have this tunnel vision, and that is why I'm willing to kill every single man in my path to get that belt, you know what I mean? To secure the future, my family's future, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing it for.
The Notorious One defeats Brandao within a round, earning another Performance of the Night check. Journalist Kevin Aioli would go on to call this night of fights the greatest event in UFC history.
Conor, I've never experienced anything like that. All my years covering this sport, is this the greatest moment of your life?
Oh, without doubt, it's the greatest moment of my life. I knew, like, all week Dana and Lorenzo walking around like fanboys, you know what I mean? Really excited by this, you know, the Irish crowd, we let ourselves be heard, you know what I mean? We don't hold back, as you could tell by inside that arena. I've been to a good few events now. I've competed on some, and then I've been a guest at others. I've never experienced that in my life. You've even been at more, and you've never experienced it. You know, we are the Irish. We love to fight.
Is Conor McGregor for real?
100%, man. You know, for real. I'm telling people I'm going to do anything.
You think now people will start believing?
I don't give a shit what people say. I never did. I never do. I told you before the fight I was the shit, and I'm telling you right now I'm the shit.
September 27th, 2014. UFC 178. Johnson versus Cariaso. Las Vegas, Nevada. Conor McGregor makes his Vegas debut. He is set to face top 10 ranked featherweight Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Who looks the best up here? You know it. You know it.
Talk about that watch.
That's a Rolex Sky Dweller. It's a beautiful timepiece. The shine of it, that's nice.
Is that part of the strategy? Keep spending the money so that you're never comfortable?
It's my foolproof plan. Make it, blow it, make it again. At home, I can't go anywhere. You know, I get mobbed everywhere I go. It's crazy back home. There's murals that high. You know what I mean? That they're all over the city now, so it's phenomenal. But inside the gym, inside doors, nothing has changed. Everything is the same. I still show up, I still whoop ass, and I continue on this path of taking every single featherweight's head clean off their shoulders until I get that goal. You know, I don't. I'm just being myself. This is who I am. I like to look good and whoop ass. It's what I do best. You know, I'm not trying to be nobody but me. You know, September 27th, I'm gonna rip Dustin's head clean off. You know, it makes no difference about nothing. Just a little pea head. Dustin thinks it's all talk. But when he wakes up with his nose plastered on the other side of his face, he's gonna know it's not all talk. His weakness is obviously his chin. You know, look, don't get me wrong. I like the kid. He's a quiet little hillbilly from the back arse of nowhere. You know, I've nothing against the guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he grew up in a circus or a fair. Or, you know, he's a nice little kid. So Cletus, or you know, his cousin's probably named Cletus or something. I don't know. He's a nice kid, but his chin is gonna be cracked, and it's gonna be cracked early. And I don't hit like these people. He talking, I haven't got experience at the top level. You know, he main evented one UFC event and lost. I main evented my hometown, and it was one of the best UFC events in history, and I stopped the guy inside one round. So you know, I'm experienced there. He will know pretty early that he's in over his head. He'll wake up and he'll bow before me. My confidence comes from looking around at the division. I don't see anything in the division that troubles me, not one of them. They don't move like I move, they don't think like I think, and they don't talk like I talk. That's my confidence.
I mean, is there anyone in this room that could fill a football stadium? Is there anyone in the UFC that could fill a football stadium? I'd say there's maybe 2-3 max athletes that could in the UFC that could fill a football stadium, and you're speaking to one right now. So there's no doubt I am up there. But again, The fight must take place. The performance must be put on. So I don't read too much into it. I just embrace it and enjoy it and carry on. What do the fans want to see? And there's no denying what the fans want to see. The fans want to see McGregor in for a world title. There's no denying that. So we will see what way they play it. But I will certainly campaign for it with everything I have. And I will go at everyone in the division until I get it.
Did that just take you over the edge, what transpired yesterday?
Oh, no, not just that. I disliked the guy before that. But, yeah, usually I don't have, like, not that I love the guys I fight, but I usually don't dislike him this much. You know, I don't like Conor. He's an asshole.
McGregor wins by knockout in under 2 minutes. The victory earns McGregor his second consecutive Performance of the Night bonus. This would be Poirier's last fight at featherweight.
Of course I want that gold belt. Don't try and tell me that that gold belt sitting up right there on this table would not look great to go alongside this ivory elephant trunk suit that I have got on me right now. It would look perfect. I know Dana wants to see it. I know Lorenzo wants to see it. Shout out to Uncle Frank. I know he wants to see it. It's what the fans want. It's what I want. It's what I said. I said I was going to put him away in one round. No one's ever knocked him out. No one has ever done that to Dustin before. He's a great guy. I have nothing but respect for him. I don't just knock him out. I also picked a round. This is all fun and games to me. I love it. I love my job. I whoop people for truckloads of cash. How could I hate this life? I love it so much. I am grateful every single day. I don't like making this weight. You know what I mean? I like fighting at lightweight. I've fought at lightweight many times in my career. I'm fast at lightweight. I come in refreshed at lightweight. It's a different camp. It's a different build-up when I'm fighting at lightweight than it is to fighting at featherweight. So I'm definitely open to fighting at featherweight, no doubt. I don't feel oversized by the lightweights. So definitely.
Do you mean your kind of spirit is different when you're at lightweight because you're not having to diet so much, or a different...
Would your spirit not be different if you go into a steakhouse with your team and they're ordering like 60
round in combat sports? We would also like to send a special welcome to those of you joining us today here on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action tomorrow night. And now it is time for the weigh-in for UFC 257, Poirier versus McGregor 2. Man, does it feel good to do this again? Abu Dhabi, what's going on? Welcome to the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC 257. Camila Oliveira is here, Red De La Cruz, UFC President Dana White is in the building. Sean Shelby, greatest matchmaker on planet Earth. Let's get going. 11 fights coming your way live tomorrow night. We will begin with the UFC Fight Pass prelims. First out of the chute in the flyweight division, Amir the Prince Albazi versus Shalgas Shumagulov. First fighter to the scale, Shalgas Shumagulov. .126, the official weight for Shalgas Shumagulov. And his opponent, currently ranked number 15 in the world at flyweight, Amir the Prince Albazi. X 26 pounds, the official weight for the Prince Amir Albazi. All right, our next prelim is contested at a catch weight of 150 pounds, Nick the Cross versus Movsar Iabloyev. The official weight 150 pounds for Movsar Iabloyev. And his opponent is Nick the Carney Lentz. £150 on the nose, the official weight for Nick Lentz. All right, these next stack of prelims can be seen live. Yeah, first up in the light heavyweight division, Khalil Rountree Jr. versus Marcin Prachnio. First fighter to the scale, Marcin Prachnio. .205, the official weight for Marcin Prachnio. And his opponent, Khalil Rountree Jr. .206, the official weight for Khalil Rountree Jr. All right, next up we got two of the top 10 in the UFC women's bantamweight division. Julianna Pena versus Sara McMann. First fighter to the scale, 9th in the world at present, Sara McMann. .135, the official weight for the Olympic silver medalist, Sara McMann. And her opponent is the number 7 ranked contender, the Venezuelan vixen, Julianna Pena. The official weight, 136 pounds for Julianna Pena. All right, next prelim comes your way in the UFC middleweight division. Brad Tavares versus Antonio Carlos Carlos Jr. £185, the official weight for Antonio Carlos Jr. And his opponent is the number 14th ranked middleweight contender out of Hawaii, Brad Tavares. $185.5, the official weight for Brad Tavares. All right, that brings us to the featured prelim in the lightweight division, live on ESPN. Arman Tsarukyan versus Matt the Steamroller Frevola. 155.5, the official weight for the steamroller Matt Frevola. And his opponent is Arman Tsarukyan. £157, the official weight for Arman Tsarukyan, 1 pound over the lightweight limit. He will forfeit 20% of his purse. All right, now we get to the main card for UFC 257 live on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. First up in the women's strawweight division, Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Ribas. First fighter to the scale, number 10 in the world, Amanda Ribas. The official weight, 116 pounds for Amanda Ribas. And her opponent and fellow Brazilian, number 8 in the world, Marina Rodriguez. $116, the official weight for Marina Rodriguez. All right, moving on down the main card to the middleweight division. Andrew El Dirty Sanchez versus Makhmud Muradov. First fighter up, Makhmud Muradov. The official weight, 186 pounds for Makhmud Muradov. And his opponent, former Ultimate Fighter winner, Andrew El Dirty Sanchez. $186, the official weight for Mr. Sanchez. All right, now we get to a featured bout in the women's flyweight division. Jessica Evil Eye versus Joanne JoJo Calderwood. $126, the official weight for Joanne Calderwood. And her opponent is the 6th ranked flyweight contender, former world title challenger, Jessica Evil Eye. The official weight, 126 pounds for Jessica Eye. All right, 9 down, 2 to go. It is now time to take a closer look at the two men who will share the octagon in tomorrow night's lightweight co-main event.
Who is Michael Chandler?
Considered one of the very best lightweights outside the UFC.
Look at the skill set, the wrestling, the knockout power, the cardio and ability.
There hasn't been a day that has gone by in my mixed martial arts career that I haven't dreamed about putting on those UFC gloves, stepping into that octagon and competing against the best guys in the world. I've got my eyes set on the UFC title. It is the gold standard by which I want to hang my name on. I have been saying it over the last 11 years that I am the best lightweight in the world. I just haven't had the opportunity to prove it until now. But now that I'm signed with the UFC, now it's go time. I told Dana I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And pull your hat down tight because we're about to have a wild ride.
And is Chandler good enough within this division to go all the way to the top? Yes, he is.
And if you want to see whether or not Michael Chandler's ready for the elite of the division, he has to beat Dan Hooker, which is not an easy thing to do.
I never thought the transition over, but it's good to welcome him. The only way I know how.
Oh my God! Poirier in real trouble!
I've built my game. I've built my name in the UFC. I've clawed my way to the top of the lightweight division. That's just how I view it. I earned my spot, 100%.
Oh! Big knockdown for Hooker! The Hangman does it again!
If he's coming here and you think he can just walk in and sidestep a lot of the other guys, he's got another thing coming.
I have a chip on my shoulder that a lot of these UFC guys don't have. I've had to hear the doubt from all of the naysayers for the last decade. Not only do I want to prove a bunch of people wrong, but I want to prove myself right. Either I am who I say I am or I'm not. I've never been more confident in my abilities as a man and as a competitor, as a vessel of violence. If I step into the cage with any of the top lightweights in the entire world, I think I come out on top.
I feel like I'm just gonna pick him apart and he's gonna need to rest me. He said it himself, he's gonna take me down and he's gonna put me on my back. I'd like to see you try. I'm not that easy to get down and I'm even harder to keep down there.
Beautiful transition here from Dan Hooker. Now there's the tap.
I think I can match him cardio for cardio, shot for shot, position for position. I'm ready to step inside that cage with Dan Hooker, introduce myself in dominant fashion to the UFC fans, and I will be UFC lightweight champion within the next 18 months.
I plan on picking him apart from the outside. When he gets desperate, he's not running to my knee, and I will put him away.
What a co-main event matchup we have got in store for you at UFC 257. First fighter to the scale, the former Bellator lightweight champion, Iron Michael Chandler. The official weight, 155 pounds for Michael Chandler. And his opponent has been there. He has done that. The number 6 ranked UFC lightweight contender, Dan the Hangman Hooker. $156, the official weight for New Zealand's Dan Hooker. Folks, it all comes down to this as we lay out to take a look at the men on the marquee, the two lightweight legends who will share the octagon in tomorrow night's epic main event.
First time I fought Conor, I got hit with a good shot. But this is a different fight. I know I'm one of the best in the world. I know who I am, and I know I can scrap.
Dustin Poirier is a much improved fighter since the first time they fought. Oh! What we've seen is the culmination of all of his hard work.
Poirier pouring it on. That'll do it.
Unbelievable resolve. Unbelievable toughness. Oh, those landed hard. I don't know how these guys are still on their feet.
He has fought for everything he's ever got.
Dustin Poirier!
It was an inevitable bout for us to meet again. The fans can expect something they've never seen before. There's no one that does it like me.
I'm always looking to make history every single day.
Oh, he slapped him!
I set my legacy in stone.
Oh, man. And it's all over! That is good.
I've achieved everything I ever set out to achieve. And I'm very proud of my achievements. But I have surpassed that level again. I just feel I'm untouchable.
Oh! Early head kick from McGregor! Conor McGregor!
I like Dustin. I think he's a good fighter. He's even a great fighter, you know, but great is still levels below me.
I still better with my demons.
Going back to that first fight, that was a learning experience I had to go through. It made me into the guy, to the fighter, to the father, to the person I am now. I had a taste of the interim title. It felt great, and I want more. This fight makes sense now is because I believe I'm the #1 contender. Conor wants to come back. He's talking about being the lightweight champion again. So when those lights are on and Bruce introduces us, I'm going to stop Conor.
What do you want to do this time? I'll knock Dustin out inside 60 seconds. I'm going to beat the time that I beat him in before, and I'm going to beat the shot I beat him in also. It's a wrap.
The King is back! Ladies and gentlemen, the King has touched down on Fight Island. First fighter to the scale. One of the greatest to ever do it. Former UFC featherweight champion and the former UFC lightweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor. £155, the official weight for Conor McGregor. And his opponent, martial arts royalty in his own right. He is the former UFC interim lightweight champion and the #2 ranked contender, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. $156, the official weight for Dustin Poirier. All right, we will first corral the biggest superstar in the history of the sport. He is back. The notorious Conor McGregor. The entire sports world waits on your every word. You've turned them all into actions. Any final thoughts before another big one, my friend?
John, it's great to chat to you. I look forward to chatting to you post-fight in the octagon for the first time. It's great to be back here. I'm delighted I got the Louisiana hot sauce. I look forward to bringing the hot sauce in the fire tomorrow. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support. Everyone, I'm so excited to be back. Right, let's go.
There he is, folks. There's only one, Conor McGregor. And we step over here. And, of course, talk to Dustin Poirier, who is waiting on his bottle of Proper 12 Irish whiskey. Any final thoughts before another big one? You've had 10 UFC lightweight wins since that first meeting.
My whole career has aligned me for tomorrow night, and I'm here to be victorious and get my hand raised by any means necessary. I'm leaving it all out there. Let's go.
Get some sleep. We'll see you tomorrow. There he is, Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor under the lights tomorrow, live on pay-per-view. One more sleep, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night.